The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host and or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of the host and or Paranormal Buzz Radio and or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is prohibited. Paranormal Buzz Radio will not be held responsible for you holding your knees, crying, and rocking in a corner in a puddle of your own urine, or being beheaded by a group of children in a cornfield. In fact, if you come across a group of children in a cornfield, we promise to make fun of you as you run away screaming in terror. Listener discretion is advised. You are now entering the all-consuming realm of Shay's Paranormal Chat, where the things that are better left unsaid are actually said.
Shut up and sit down.
You're listening to Shay's Paranormal Chat. Paranormal podcasting done Shay's way. Tons of fun.
Dude, seriously?
A bit sarcastic.
Hashtag investigator, not hunter.
But always real.
Hashtag data, not evidence.
Don't get your panties in a twist.
Oh my god, really?
This is real, raw conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Good evening, everybody. TGIF as always. I am so excited tonight. Not only is it Friday, which means I have a little bit of the weekend off, not much. But we have some great guests tonight. There's 3 of them, and they are awesome. Even my mother listens to their show, and she's like, they're good. They're good. So anybody that knows Mama Deb, no, she does not say that lightly. Buddy, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Buddy, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Buddy Thayer. I'm a, paranormal investigator for, like the better half of 15 years now. I work in mental health. I got wrapped up in this lovely world of podcasting with my friend there down to the bottom right. King Michael, about 2 years ago now, and we just bring a little bit of the paranormal world, together in one show. That's it.
But you do it in your own way.
Of course. Yeah, we have our own unique style, I think.
Yes.
I have a beer of the week I'll have each and every week because I have a tremendous love for craft beer, especially here in Rhode Island. Yeah. So I like to spotlight a little special drink every week, a little good craft beer. We're actually we had some craft beer done with Six Pack Brewing in Bristol. We're in talks of doing one. We're doing a collab with Wine Cider Brewing in East Greenwich and Bravo Brewing in Burrville. So we're really excited. Beer and the paranormal mix well with money. So
I think it goes great. Most paranormal investigators that I know think beer and paranormal.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Who's next? Mike.
Yes.
Can you introduce yourself?
I give it a shot. So I go by the name King Mike L. I've used it for, 40 years? 50 years? Something like that. I'm 74 now, so I started when I was 20.
You're not 74.
It's 50 years by my math. I started off I was in a band for about 10 years. I've coached kids for basketball, boys and girls. I have twins, a boy and a girl.
I have twins.
Do you?
Yes.
They boy, 2 boys?
Fraternal, boy and girl. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I have. But see, what's funny is the fact that you had to say fraternal means that you've had it asked you before. Someone will say to me, oh, you have twins. And I'll be like, yeah, boy and girl. And they go,
I know.
identical?
They say, you're boy and girl, identical. And I'm like, identical? No, one has a penis, one does not.
Yep, that would be gross.
Yep.
So started doing podcasts, sports ones. I've been doing a fantasy football on and off. It's been like 5 or 6 years between different people. And then started the Legit site, Legit Fantasy Football. And then on Sunday nights, I wanted to get like an Art Bell type show to add to the list. And that's when I hooked up with Buddy. We actually interviewed him for our very first show. And then right after that, Buddy was on the show. And then somewhere along the lines, I lost money in Vegas really bad. And we had to add Joey Paranormal. Here we are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I have so many comments, but I don't know you enough, Joey.
But we do the show Sunday night, 7:05. It's every week. It's been for 2 years. I think what people like about it is that it's every week. And then we just added 5 other nights. So now we're doing 6 nights of podcasting. There's no podcast on Saturday.
And people don't know this, but it's hard. It's not easy.
Right.
All of it's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, coming up with it, scheduling it, figuring out what you're going to do on it, having people approach you and say, I want to do a podcast. And then you say to them, all right, well, what's it about? Well, I just want to talk. It's like,
I own a network, so I get that. Like,
you must get a lot, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do. And, yeah, anyways. All right, Joey, you're up. Last but not least.
I'm Joey Paranormal, Joe Ritlin, as it says on the screen. I started investigating with Buddy in Ocean State Paranormal probably about, actually, it'll be 10 years in March. So it was 2013 in March.
Wow.
I've been doing it for a while with him. I do, like, tech stuff, supposedly. I bring all the gadgets. And then I started making sporadic appearances on Legit Paranormal podcast on some Sundays. And yeah, it's fun. It's been a good time. I like to see my face up in a little box on a computer screen. So,
I always say I have a face for radio.
Yeah, that's a term.
I think, Mike might have a comment about me or Buddy.
No, not at all. Joey actually doesn't show his face. He hides in the dark in some sort of lair. We can barely see the top of his head.
Yeah, my lighting situation is not great.
Is that on purpose?
Reconfigure. I'm sorry?
Is that on purpose?
No. I used to have a couple lights, but I got a bigger monitor that hides the light, so I can't. I reconfigure some lighting stuff in here.
You don't look like an ugly guy, so I don't know why you're hiding.
Well, if he came out of the hiding, then you'd know.
Oh, see, that's what it is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right. So, I've never done this with 3 people, but we're going to play a game.
Oh. Ooh.
We're going to start. I'm going to go in the order I wrote your names. So, Buddy will be first. I'm going to ask you like 5 or 6 questions and answer as quick as you can.
Oh, God.
You ready?
Oh, all right.
These are my most 5 or 6 top questions that are asked for every guest. So I just put it in a game. It's called This or That.
This or that. Okay.
Yeah. The other guys can think. You can't. So here we go. Ready?
No pressure.
No pressure. Well, Kelly and I say we don't judge you, but we are silently judging you. So.
Of course. I'm going to get judgment from the 2 assholes. I mean, 2 boxes below me, so by all means, go ahead.
But, all right. Here we go.
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 2 choices. Answer as quick as you can, whichever one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Investigator or ghost hunter?
Investigator.
Data or evidence?
Data.
Provoking or no way?
No way.
Residential or commercial?
Residential.
Orb or dust?
Dust.
Recorder or video?
Recorder.
Demon or asshole ghost?
Asshole ghost.
Ghost! See, they can't see it, but I'm doing the Super Bowl dance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He uses that term all the time.
I do. I always say asshole ghost.
Yeah, because if you're an asshole in life, you're going to be an asshole in death, most likely.
Right.
All right.
Sure.
Now, Mike has an advantage. Joey really has an advantage, but...
Here's let me add a caveat, though. Is this all in the paranormal field?
Yes.
All right, then. Go ahead.
All right.
I'm good.
Here we go, Mike.
Yep.
Investigator or ghost hunter?
I'd rather be a hunter.
Data or evidence?
No such thing as evidence, so data.
Provoking or no way?
I provoke.
Residential or commercial?
Let's go commercial.
Orb or dust?
Dust.
Recorder or video?
Video.
Demon or asshole ghost?
Demon.
Oh. Okay.
How'd I do, buddy? Did I match you?
Well, since Buddy got an A+, you probably got a D.
That's right.
I was hoping for that.
But we're supposed to pretend I'm not judging you.
That's fine. You wouldn't want two of the same people, though, would you?
No. I get it. I don't judge anybody too much. He's giggling. Oh, I hope the mic picked that up. All right, Joey, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Investigator or ghost hunter?
Investigator.
Data or evidence?
Evidence.
Provoking or no way?
No.
Residential or commercial?
Commercial.
Orb or dust?
Dust.
Recorder or video?
Video.
Demon or just a fucking asshole ghost?
Demon.
What the fuck?
Time out.
Oh!
I was not aware the adjective fucking was in front of asshole ghost.
Oh,
If it a
yeah, that was
fucking
mine.
asshole ghost, I may have changed my answer.
All right. So, Mike,
Yes.
demon or fucking asshole ghost?
Fucking asshole ghost, then. If you can put
See?
it that way.
There we go. This is why Buddy knew we would all get along.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Yep. No, again, Buddy was on my show in the first season. Now I'm on season 5. It's
Keep going.
been way too long.
We're still around.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
keep going, yeah?
Yeah, it's been way too long. All right. So, who wants to... All right. I'm going to go down the line again. Buddy, what got you in the paranormal?
I had experiences throughout my life that, only in the last couple of years, I started really thinking about all the times that I had experiences. Like when I was younger, going back to like delivering pizzas. I remember going into an old mill and having to get the hell out of there as soon as possible. Those feelings that, that sudden fear, that sudden awkwardness, that sudden not awkwardness, that just sudden uncomfortable feelings you're being watched. That I wanted to know more. And then I worked in a group home about 2007, 2008. I started having really prolific experiences with phenomena to where I was being touched, hearing footsteps. TV would go on downstairs, no explanation, in the basement, loud as could be. Toys were being played with. The children's group home. Kids would wake up in the middle of the night seeing people in their rooms. I saw an apparition walk out of a bedroom and walk right in front of my face, disappeared right in front of my face. Then a few months after that, my grandmother passed away, and things immediately started happening that just weirded us out completely. We brought in a team. We reached out to TAPS. We reached out to ghost hunters. They were TV stars at the time, so they didn't have time to come to little old us and little old Smithfield. So we called in a team. They came in and they investigated, and a few of our claims they would be able to correlate to their own experiences. They reassured us that it was probably a relative, but they didn't have any, anything to connect that. But that they didn't get any negative feelings from it. They didn't get anything They just gave us a peace of mind that this is our house, and this is my mother's house, and she lives here, and she was safe. And that reassurance was like, okay, this is what I wanted. This is helping people, and this is knowing more by experiences by going out to these places. So I started investigating with them. Their team broke up about 2010. I muttered around for 2 years, wanted to do it so bad, and then had another experience in the fall of 2012 that pushed me to find Ocean State Paranormal on August 8th, 2012, and we did it. Joe and I went out to a spot last night and investigated. It never ceases to amaze me. Some of the stuff that happens on any given investigation, or doesn't happen for that matter, it's just inexplicable. So I absolutely love it. So that's how I got into it.
I love the fact that you know the date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I do.
Yep. So next we have Mike or Mikey. Can I call you Mikey? Because I like that.
No. Nope. Never. Actually, never. My son is Mike, but we call him Mike from time to time.
All right. So don't call him Mike.
Yes.
What got you in the paranormal?
Art Bell, sports, and then Buddy. Basically, why I'm still in it. I like to hear people's personal experiences. I'm more of a conversationalist. I enjoy like that's why I don't think there's such a thing as evidence. Like I just want to hear what happened to one person. I mean, I don't care about. I'm not a big fan of lights in the sky, stuff like that. But I want to hear what people saw. That's what I'm more interested in. So yeah.
So when have you had a personal experience?
So I keep pretending like I don't, but I guess as time goes by, I've had several experiences. I try not to talk about them too much because I host most of the shows, and I usually don't try to get my opinion in. So I try to keep it myself. But yeah, I've seen stuff. Yeah.
I really do get that. Yeah. But all right. So this isn't your show. So can you tell us one of your earlier experiences?
So I'll tell you two really quick. One, and they're different. One was
wrong button, guys.
I was at Lincoln Woods with my friends senior year, and we came around the corner. Lincoln Woods is like this big outdoor like woods. Lincoln, it's in Lincoln, so they call it Lincoln Woods. Anyways, we're out there looking around, walking around. We're drinking. You know, we're in high school. We're not supposed to be drinking. They're only wine coolers, so it's not that bad. Turn the corner with the girls, and above us is like something. Just something completely above us. Not just above our head, like above us. And it's just dark. And we see three lights, and then one light. And we're all sitting there in just total awe, and it just goes. I mean, it goes like, gone. And we were so scared. We never told anyone. Like I didn't even bring up the story till years later. I was talking to my friend. He's now like a police officer. And we were like, did that actually happen? And he's like, yeah, it happened. And then we called up this girl that was there, and she confirmed that it happened. So that freaked me out. Cut to now, my mom passed. Not this Christmas before, the day after Christmas on the 26th. And my mom, you guys got any drinks? You don't get drinks on you? My mom is one of the full Italian. I'm a full Italian, so my mom's Italian, my dad was Italian. And my mom said that when she died, she was going to haunt the shit out of me and my brothers. That was her exact quote. I had on my birthday, I'm a Giants fan. I hope the Eagles lose. Hate them. My mom used to give me something for the Giants every birthday. So this is the first birthday without my mom. So I went to Target, and I'm like, I'm going to get a pack of football cards. And in the cards were two rookies, and they were both from the Giants, Evan Neal and Kayvon Thibodeau in red. So that was weird, Come home. Now, my mom used to claim my dad was a Blue Jay. I sit down, two Blue Jays land right in front of me. I've had enough. Like, I'm like, So I try to go about my day, and there's all this other stuff making me think about her and trying to like, get a hold of me. Finally, I'm talking to my wife, and I'm like, you know what? If my mom's trying to reach me, she needs to stop because it's too much. Like, I'm not ready for all of her trying to get a hold of me. My wife turns the corner, my phone hits with a text. Now, on the text, you get just the byline, like just that first line you can see on your screen. And boom, a text comes up, and it said, Felicia, we've been trying to contact you. So it was like a text message from my mom, but the first line was, Felicia, we've been trying to contact you. Right after I got done talking about it, and my wife turned the corner for the stairs. So I've actually now, because of this show, have a better feeling of death in the afterlife, if that makes any sense. Like, that's the one main positive I've gotten out of this show, is that others share the view that we still move forward or something like that. Because
you now recognize it.
I pay attention to it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's weird. You recognize things before, but you don't pay attention to them until you're involved with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
And now paying attention is, it seems like it just keeps opening things, which is I'm not a big fan of. Like, the more I talk to like a medium or someone like that, weird things start to happen. I hear knocks in a hotel room. I hear somebody knocking on the door. And I have no time for it. So I'll just be like, knock all you want. I'm going to sleep. Because if there's a little girl at the end of my bed or an old lady with long hair, I'm still going to go back to sleep.
Oh, so you see things.
I'm putting it out there. Not really. I'm just putting it out there. No matter what happens.
Well, you must if you hear the knocks and see somebody sleeping at the end of your bed.
No, never saw anybody at the end of my bed. My point was I was hearing all the knocks and all that other stuff. And in my head, because I think for some reason that in my head people can hear me, I'm like in the middle of the night, 3:30 in the morning, saying out loud, like, I don't care how many times you knock on the wall, you knock on the doors. I said, even if there is somebody at the end of my bed, I'm still going to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to put up with it. Like, I want to get involved in it, but I feel like when people get involved, they forget that you got to go a little negative to get the positive. And I'm not a big fan of that, like exposing myself to the negative.
Yeah, I get that. All right, Mr. Joey.
I've been in the paranormal for a lot of my life. I had some weird experiences when I was younger with an aunt that passed away, and like pictures of her graves. And from there, I was always just kind of like, what was that? What's going on? And so I got into ghost hunters, and I lived in Apponaug when the ghost hunters office was in Apponaug. And then I moved to a different spot of Warwick, and their office, moved with me almost. So I was a big fan of theirs growing up, and I've always just wanted to do that. And fast forward to 2013, and I'm working at a Radio Shack, and Catherine, who's a part of Ocean State Paranormal, walks in to buy a camera, and trying to be a good salesman. I'm like, oh, so what are you using the camera for? What are you looking to do with it? And she's like, oh, well, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I actually do paranormal investigating, and I need a new camera to take pictures of ghosts. And she's just talking to some random guy at Radio Shack, not expecting me to light up like a Christmas tree, going, really? Interesting. Let's talk about this. And I think like a week later, I was meeting Buddy at Dunkin' Donuts. That was probably February 2013. March was my first investigation, and I've been going pretty strong. Yeah, there you go. Kind of weird. A little coincidence. But yeah, we've been going strong since. I mean, I think I started at case 13, and we're up to probably in the 40s if I had to guess.
We did 38. We did a revisit to 38 last night. So yeah.
That was close.
Yeah.
I think Joey forgot the question.
How we got into the paranormal?
Yes. What was your first experience?
Oh, I mean, I wasn't going to go into first. I don't know what my first real
You don't
experience
have to. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
You said you're on.
Well, I don't know if that was exactly the first, but that was the one that made me the most curious. It was basically we were taking photographs of her grave, her headstone. It's like a black stone with like a gloss front, and out of I think a whole roll of disposable camera. I forget how many you'd get, like 20 something. There were 3 that had a little white ball with almost like either angel wings or like a heart in the middle of the white ball at the bottom right corner of her grave. And it was an overcast day. There were puddles, but it wasn't very sunny. There was no other like reflections. It was just really hard for us to kind of figure out what that little spot was. And I guess that was really the first time where I was like, that's weird. Is there something else going on?
Yep. No, that's a good answer. So are you all from close to or about New England?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all in Rhode Island, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, you all Rhode Island?
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess the loons still here behind me.
Yeah. The loons.
The loons fly by from time to time.
Beautiful window.
I'm more central Rhode Island. Mike is northern Rhode Island, and Buddy is like really northern Rhode Island.
I always, my friend James Anito, I'm always like, you're in Rhode Island. Is that really New England?
Yeah, we know James.
So,
yeah, we're definitely New England.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's what he
Unfortunately.
says too, but I'm like, you don't have the accent. So.
You kind of have the accent.
We have a mix between New York and Boston.
Boston.
If you let-
Boston.
If we start talking, and we don't go, oh, God, get the cab, but it's almost like, hey, guy, get over here. Come on, hurry it up. Oh, guy, you're going to go through the light? Move. Use your blinker. Use your blinker.
That is awesome. He just did it. That was awesome.
I can do like 15 voices.
That's always great for a podcast. Really, it is.
Allegedly.
Or a party.
Yeah.
But-
Alleged. I have a puppet show that has 15 different voices currently. So want to alleged that there, Joe the Parano show? Go right to my website. We fight. We do that a lot, though. Sorry.
No, that's what my mother said. That's why she liked it. It was like all point of views, all in one.
Yeah.
No, she has been listening to your show for about 6 weeks, maybe longer. And
how old is your mom?
My mother?
Yeah, age range. The one that's listening, 60 to 70, can I guess?
Yeah. Early.
That's my demographic.
Early.
Yeah. That's
my demographic.
Yeah.
Go. People of that age think I'm a hot shit. I've been told that by people of that age. That's how they refer to me.
Oh, maybe that's why. I don't know.
I like that tag. I like it a lot.
No, she was like, no. When Buddy first asked me, he's like, hey, you want to be on my show? And then shit happened, and I couldn't be on the show, and so I asked you guys to be on my show. But she's like, go on their show. They're awesome. I'm like,
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's Mama Deb.
I like Mama Deb.
Yeah.
Already out the gate, I like Mama Deb.
Yeah. No, she's all point of view, and she's all facts, and she's got it all lined up. So, all right. Anyways, I forget where I was.
You asked Joey a question. You criticized him because he didn't answer it correctly. Then he kind of meandered through it, and then you were talking about your mom liking our show.
Yeah, but Joey doesn't get a second chance.
Oh, I didn't say that. It's your show. Go ahead.
No, Sorry, I can't even.
Sorry. I'm not in charge, so I get to have fun. You guys have no idea what this is like for me right now.
Oh. Are you in charge on the other show? Because this is good.
Every single time, I'm constantly watching minutes, figuring out how to get in, how to move, how to make Buddy talk a little less this time. Like, try to figure, small things out, little details.
But Buddy's been very quiet.
I have that effect on him.
Oh, God, Buddy. Buddy,
it's tough, Shaq. It is.
Buddy, do you remember how we met? Because I don't. It's been so long.
I want to say it was at Ocean State Paranormal.
I honestly don't know.
But I couldn't tell you. I think you reached out to me about being on your show, but I don't know how we. I think it might have been a Paracon, which Joe would have been at some point.
Yeah, because he's been there 10 to 11 years.
He was really starstruck at like Joe Chin and like
Dustin Parry.
And he was all googly-eyed. But yeah, after a few years, Joe settled in and he was able to like talk to other people and have conversations and stuff. But yeah, Joe was always with me on those. That in Harrisville, or even when it started, and Ken had him in Woonsocket.
Maybe.
Yeah, I went to that one.
I haven't been since they moved it out of the Ocean State.
Right, yeah, I haven't. Since it's been at Plainville Park Ridge Casino, I went last year. I saw Tiffany Rice. That was an absolutely moving experience, to say the least. But other than that,
Sports betting's legal, though, so maybe I'll go this year.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
It's the only reason I'd go to a casino now is for sportsbook betting. Nothing better than betting on sports, sitting down at a bar and having a drink while you either lose or make a ton of money.
Yeah, there is. Sitting down on my couch while I bet the exact same games, drinking a beer, not having to bump into other people that I don't know, knowing there's no line to the bathroom because I'm the only guy there.
Right.
I think I don't think Rhode Island has the same laws though. I think it's still illegal in Rhode Island. You can't make the same props that you can in
You have to be in Rhode Island to make the bet on Rhode-IlandSportsbook.com.
No, so we do have a sports book.
No, they don't allow gentlemen. We're talking sports betting here. Let me see.
We've gone off the rails.
They don't allow you to bet on sports teams from Rhode Island while you're in Rhode Island. They don't want you betting on the Rams on their website. The URI Rams, PC. They try to block that out. That's what they try to block.
Yeah, I don't see PC a lot. I do.
They don't want you betting on in-state games. Okay.
Motherfuckers.
Probably a good thing.
Solved.
I have no words.
No. Oh, that happens a lot. It does. You know?
Well, I do have words, but I'm trying to behave.
No, you don't have to behave. By all means, we would appreciate if you didn't.
Oh, I do, because I own the network, so kind of made it a point to behave.
You're your own boss. Okay.
But, yeah. They used to count how many times I said fuck in a show. Then I knew it was a little too much.
We actually don't swear. We try not to swear when we do our show.
I slip a lot. But that's why I have this button.
Yeah, he does.
Right.
Sure.
Oh, I need that. Oh, yeah, I need that. Definitely. Because I produce a lot of shows on the network. I'm either live on them or I produce them. I need that button. Beep.
Yes, the swear button's nice until you go to hit the mute button and you hit the swear button instead and interrupt somebody.
Yeah, see? I've done that too. I have. I really have.
Of course.
All right, so we'll start with Buddy. If you could sum up your podcast, what would it be?
Ooh. So the paranormal being such a general term nowadays, that's what our show is. It's a general look at all aspects of the paranormal. We don't just me being a ghost guy, of course, I have a lot of mediums and paranormal investigators on, but we also do have a lot of cryptids, a lot of Bigfoot people, a lot of like UFO, government conspiracy, not so much government conspiracy, but mostly like those aspects of the paranormal, but then like areas that are also connected to the paranormal, like history. So, for example, I volunteer at a lovely museum in East Greenwich, Rhode Island called the Varnum Memorial Armory Museum. It's a conservation and restoration museum, and they focus a lot on Rhode Island military history, and there's a lot of it. And if you haven't been, go. It's definitely worth it. They have open houses once a month, and they host private tours per request on their website, varnumcontinentals.org. So I'll have people like that on the show, and they showcase like the entire museum. And yes, there is paranormal activity that happens at the Armory. We've investigated. Yes, we have investigated there before, and yes, we do have data to back up said claims. Anyway, we have like different areas of the paranormal, not just directly paranormal, but things that are linked to the paranormal, like history, metaphysical, stuff like that.
Awesome.
Why do you keep screaming yes? Why did you scream yes like 4 times? Yes, we have this, and yes. Like, why are you emphasizing the yes so much?
The affirmative attitude today, Mike. It's
a great commercial.
I get some delicious Starbucks coffee.
I'm wondering if is he talking to you or me?
No, I'm sorry. I was just berating him. I would never do that to you.
Oh, all right. So we can berate Buddy. That's okay.
It's Sunday.
It is Super Bowl Sunday.
You threw me off so much. I forgot the question I asked Buddy.
I do that.
What's the show?
How he would sum up the podcast.
Oh yeah. So, Mike.
Yep.
How would you sum up the show?
So it's a paranormal show that is done with the sense of humor. We're not disrespectful to the people that we have on or any evidence that we even review or whatnot or look at. But we keep a sense of humor because I don't like to be boring. And two, we try to like ask people questions that they don't ask on other, or they don't talk about on other YouTube or whatever podcasts anywhere. Because basically my issue is always that some people come on the show and they already have what they want to say. So I have to figure out how to get them to not say that and say something else.
Exactly.
That's the fun of the hunt for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we do. We take somebody on the Sunday shows and we just basically break them down and find out what they're about, like different things, ask them questions maybe that's not even in their field, because that way we give somebody a way to get to know that person a little bit differently. Because if they keep following this person, they know the greatest hits. They own the greatest hit CD. So we want to kind of give them some of the outtakes and the B-sides.
You want to catch them back. This might be unpopular to say, but you want to catch them off guard, and you kind of want the truth.
Yeah, it's not catching them off guard. It's getting them to drop the guard and then move on.
Yeah. Like, oh, did I just say that?
Which has happened to us a lot, right?
Yeah.
You guys can agree to that, right? That's happened when people are going, I shouldn't be saying this, but I shouldn't be saying this, but we're like,
Micah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm with that.
Joey, what do you think?
I think the show is two guys, sometimes three, who like to argue and bicker back and forth, and then sometimes it's just another person that has to sit in and take it while we just make fun of each other the whole time.
Yeah, after that comment, you want to guess who's the one who doesn't talk too much?
I think I see a trip to HR in our future.
Yeah, HR 11:30.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. All right.
All right,
last question.
Yeah, let her ask.
Who is the one that talks the less on the show?
The least. How do I point that way? That kid in the corner. Joey Paranormal Show.
That's true. Yeah, you can't talk if you're not there.
Exactly.
Do you talk because you're not sure yet, or just because they talk over you?
No, I mean when I'm on, I'm usually kind of like that third guy. I'm just there to ask a couple questions, facilitate conversation, sometimes absorb some of Mike and little.
Can you? I hope the listeners can hear the laughing.
I take some of the brunt off of the guest on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Trust me. I really do. All right. So, we're about to wrap up. Let's see how we do 3. Buddy, can you put out all your information about the podcast and Ocean State?
How so? On how to contact us, or how to get? What do you say?
Yeah, we do like specials. We have like platinum. Buddy actually comes over your house, gives you a massage, and then you join the.
I'm in, buddy. I'm in. No, no. Like, how do people follow you? On your podcast in Ocean State.
You can watch all. We don't just do Legit Paranormal live at 7:05 on Sunday nights. Like Mike said, we have 6 days of podcasts.
Yeah.
Mondays right now is we're waiting on Professor Stone and the Cellar Dwellers to start. That I don't know what time that's going to be, but that's going to be a lot of like conspiracy theory, ghost stories from Block Island. It's the guys from Block Island. Tuesday nights it's a metaphysical world. I'm sorry, it's a legit metaphysical world with Auntie Dale, who week 1 format she does interviews with metaphysical people. Week 2 she does live readings, whether it be a tarot card reading or a mediumship reading. Wednesday nights live at 8:05 we do the paranormal news with King Mike L, who's like right there below me, Dreamy David Barr, and Jet Fuel Jean Broyer. She's phenomenal. She does a lot of UFO stories, and she just has a ton to say. Thursday night is our paranormal clip show with myself for the next week or so before I go back to work. Roxanne Jasparo and Rick Lysick. and Mike, and they present clips from different groups around the country. We had Tony Rathman on last week. We're going to have him on this week. He's absolutely phenomenal. Some of his stuff is like holy shit. This is like next level ghost investigating. Friday nights is live at 9:05 or 9 o'clock really with Daniel Bigfoot Benoit. He's a cryptid and Bigfoot expert from Virginia. And all these can be seen on legitpodcast.com. We do nothing on Saturday. I probably actually drink a lot of beer, but other than that, we're on all week, and you can catch us on either legitpodcast.com or you can tune into our channels on YouTube. So that's always a great way to find us.
Yeah. All right. Where can they find you on Twitter, Instagram, blah, blah, blah?
Mike, you want to take that one?
It's Legit Podcasts on pretty much everything. Legit Podcasts at Twitter, at Instagram, TikTok. The pages on Facebook are either Legit Paranormal, Legit Podcast. See, what happened was it started off as Legit Podcast because there's many different things we do. Sports. There's going to be a real estate person that's going to do like a late night show. So I didn't want it to just be just one. So I started the Legit Podcast. But I made sure I got the domain names for Legit Paranormal, Legit Fantasy Sports. So that way, if you type in Legit Paranormal, it goes right to legitpodcast.com. We want people to go to legitpodcast.com because we live stream every show right on the site. Right. But it's also a great way to put everybody else's upcoming events, people that we're working with, in the same page so we can advertise while we're trying to do the shows.
Yep. So, Mike... Is it Mike? Yep. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, do you have any personal things you want to shout out?
Personal things? Oh, yeah, of course. Shout outs? Oh, I love shout outs.
Yeah.
Personal things. We appreciate everybody who watches all the shows. We appreciate the people that especially stop by to watch it live, that make that a point. I mean, for me, it could be 0, like 2 people, and I'd be happy. Like if that, because it's weird. It's my favorite thing to do is to entertain, and I just have gotten into this whole paranormal thing through osmosis, and doing my own research on my own time now. When I started to find things, like certain guests will make you want to go look stuff up. Like certain guests you'll get them talking to them, and you're like, now I got to go look that up. Now I got to go watch that TV show or that movie. Now I got to go figure out what the heck he was talking about. Some people talk and I can tell they're bullshit right away. Maybe that's part of being Italian. I don't know. Maybe part of being 74. But I do know when they're bullshit and I know when they're not. And when they're not and they're saying something
oh my
really
God.
great
There's no way you're 74. Stop it.
Yeah, you got him. He's 68.
Yeah, I'm 68.
He's not 68 either.
Yeah. Well, you've never seen the birth certificate, so question is still kind of a hypothetical. I don't know that one, but that's what I say. I just go by that age because here's the point: once you're old, you're old.
Yeah, but that's not numbers. That's you're either old or you're not. Like, but you're not 74.
Well, I like to represent myself, and I prefer that when they refer to me, they use the number 74.
Why? Like, yes, sir?
I'm just busting balls. I don't know. Honestly, I'm 49.
Wow.
I'm going to be 50 soon.
49? I thought you were like 47, Mike. Jesus.
I'm 49.
Yeah, see, that was closer, but I know. Stop it. You're not 69. You're not 74. Like, cut it out.
It doesn't matter, I don't think, does it?
I can see you on the big screen.
Yeah, but I've seen some 74-year-old guys that are in good shape. So I don't know. It's all. It doesn't. You know what it is? It's either you're old or when people ask me, I just say old. I feel like it just gets it off the table. Saying 74 is just a way of me being a jerk. That's all.
Yeah. That's really but I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Poor Joey has to follow this up. I forget the question, Joey. Hopefully you remember.
Well, everything that needs to be plugged has already been plugged, so I think I'm good. We're good.
All right,
Mike and Buddy covered everything.
What's your Twitter, Instagram? Come on. Plug
Joey
something.
B.
Plug,
Joey B.
plug something.
You can find Ocean State Paranormal on Facebook at Ocean State Paranormal. On there, you look at the video clips. We have clips of investigations running up until right around like 33 or 34, maybe even 35, case 35. They're all labeled case by number, so we keep the confidentiality of the client.
Yeah.
Don't mind the
Really
foghorn.
great on there, including one that, like, you talk about Joe's paranormal experiences. I remember a case that I went to with Joe in East Greenwich, and he thought we were going to die. We thought we were all going to be murdered in the tunnel.
It was bad.
I've been there.
Absolutely.
I've been there.
We got some really good data, if you will.
Yeah. It wasn't
Great
without
experiences,
it wasn't without merit. It was just a weird vibe. It was a bad vibe the whole time. Nothing anyone did, just the place itself.
It was a old house. I thought you'd been there. It's not open to the paranormal.
All right.
We just
She's been there as far as the.
is it not? Yeah, in that sense.
See, he doesn't.
We got it, Mike. We figured it out.
I'm helping out. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm helping out.
We knew what you meant.
All right. Last question for all of you at the same time. Will you come back to Shay's Paranormal Chat?
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
I was like, there's Joey. He lagged a little. He had to think.
No, of course. Why would we not want to come back? This is.
Right.
I have a conversation. I mean, if I want to plug personal stuff, you can go check out.
Yes.
Literally the name King Mike L on any social media platform. On our website, legitpodcast.com, I have a page. It has the band that I was in, the 3 CDs we released commercially. Then it has, I think, 1 or 2 CDs that we didn't release. And then it has, I've made about, I want to say about at 110, I make all the songs, the beats for the intros for all the different shows. So on SoundCloud, if you looked up Legit Fantasy Sports, King Mike L, I'm at like 110 songs that I've created for it.
Right.
And then
What do
I
you
wrote
play?
a book. What do I play?
Yeah.
Kind of everything as far as recording comes. If you want to see me out live, the only thing I can do out live is sing a little and rap. I can play drums live, maybe the bass for a couple songs, but you're not going to want me on any instrument. I'm more of I like to create stuff. Same thing with the shows. Same thing with like music. Like I'm one of those people that's what I do. Like I'm trying to plan out all the finer details.
No, I get it. All right, guys. Our time is up. And I hope you guys come back because with 3 people, it's a little bit off. And we don't get to talk as much. But Buddy, Mike, and don't call him Mikey. So Buddy, Mike, and Joey, I really hope you come back.
We will.
We will.
Yeah.
And I realize why you want to call me Mikey, because you're saying Buddy, Joey.
Yeah.
It's like Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
Yeah. It's a mask
You
thing.
who you like. Cool it now.
It's a mask hole thing. I'm telling you.
And plus, the caffeine's just on a kick in because that's how my mornings work. Like, I am a zombie up until about right around now. And then after I finish the first pot of coffee, I start to get excited. Yeah, coffee. It's either coffee or coffee. And then what I like to do is during the day, I like to write either skits for later on that night, puppets. In my spare time, I like to paint Buddy.
Oh.
So
is that paint?
Oh, yeah.
I got him a paint by the numbers that you see on Facebook, and I had it sent to him, and he did a pretty good job, I think, you know?
I think he did, too. That was pretty good.
I was Block Island on my birthday on June 15th with my Blake sunglasses.
There's so much orange.
It could almost be like a giant rock formation coming out of the ground right on the beach.
Right?
Do you know there's not one shade of red?
Man of the Mountain and Buddy
He
thing?
called himself a redhead, but there's not one shade of red that came with the paint. It's all oranges and browns.
Oh, come on. He's a fucking redhead. Come on.
No, he called himself, but there's no red. There's no legit red.
Orange is considered red. Period.
Right.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You know why?
Why?
Called orange.
No. Still called. Oh, all right. How do we mute him, buddy? No, just kidding.
I've been asking that for 2 years now.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
No, I like him. Buddy,
He's all right.
I am so glad you came back and brought your buds.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to being on your show next month or the month after.
Right.
And,
yeah.
now I'm not kind of looking forward to it because I'm going to be in the hot seat.
We're also going to do a couple events at Block Island with the Ghost Horse people.
Yeah, go ahead. Mention it.
There's going to be 3 events. There's going to be a third weekend of each summer of August, June, and July. Did I take it back?
Go.
June, July, August. And then on 4/20, we're planning a bar, like a paranormal pub crawl. We're going to get a couple speakers, and we're going to go to one pub. Speaker's going to talk. We're all going to get drunk, getting it back in the party bus, go to the next place, and just keep repeating.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah,
right?
So if you want to come to something like that and meet us.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, a pub crawl for me.
I'd be the head of the party.
So you love Paracons, right?
Yeah.
You love Paracons?
Well,
I mean, you use
certain ones.
So my ideas have been to figure out ways to change the Paracon structure, to come up with a new way to have things that are interactive, things that are constantly going on.
Yeah.
But what I really learned is that people prefer the VIP party to the actual Paracon.
Well,
meaning they like to drink and get to know the people on that kind of level. So we figure, you know what? We can provide the party. Let's go that route.
So just invite me and we'll go from there.
No problem.
Yeah.
You'll be invited. Buddy, get on that, please.
I'll get on that mic.
Joey, HR, tomorrow, Monday morning, 11:30, first thing.
Dude, I got a permanent parking spot at HR.
I know.
11:30, first thing.
First
Nice.
thing.
Hey, if you want me, I'm available. Well, depending on the dates, but
that's
I am
exactly it.
available. But
It's always like that with paranormal people. They never know if they're free that day until you really sit down and have to write it down. And then
no,
you
I have to write it down, and once I write it, I'm there.
And plus, you're producing stuff, so you're the unthanked person that runs the whole place. I kind of I feel for you. I connect with you. They don't understand what it takes to get everything exactly
I'm not only
right.
the producer, I own Paranormal Buzz Radio, the network.
I own Legit Podcast. I'm with you. With you. I know what it's like to have people that don't want to work. They don't want to. They just don't want to do what they got to do. And then you got to do it all. Yeah. And then what? You're supposed to let Joey Paranormal talk? No.
And then if you're real and say you either fit into this or when they were requesting, oh, never mind. I can't say that.
No.
Our HR appointment just got moved up a half hour.
Yeah.
But listen, here's the thing, though. You got to have people on the show that you're with that know who or what your goal is while you're on the show if you really want it to work. Like, they know my shtick. They understand it. That's why it's good. It works. Like, I can say something that's a little weird, and the guest will just be, like, puzzled, but then Buddy's giggling. So it's like that dynamic, you know what I mean? Like, I like that because it gets people to know us, we get to know them, and we don't change ourselves for them. We just give them...
But the guests should be doing as much research as we are on them.
They don't.
So they should get us.
They don't do that. And we caught somebody doing that once.
Oh,
I actually
me too.
said to a person, I said, you know what? All the shows that you've never watched our show.
Yeah.
And then I told him he broke my heart in a very slow way. It was the only, we won't say the name, only one bad show. One show. And it was a train wreck. He just wanted to show us slides. And I'm like, we asked questions, and he wasn't ready for questions. So I'm like, you've never watched our show because we've never won.
He wasn't ready to like representing the dumb. He expected everybody to be on his level of intelligence. Like, dude, I don't know astrotheology.
I've been there.
Yeah, but
I use the term I speak for the dumb, and I spell it with 2 M's, no B. All I'm trying to do at that moment is get the person I'm talking to bring what they're saying down to a level that everybody listening can understand at least a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? When the vocabulary words get to be so high, and I'm keeping up with them, I'm not saying I'm not, but it's like you go, all right.
I say, can you please dumb that down for listeners? That's my go-to.
I flip that. Yeah. That way I'm not calling the listeners dumb. I say I speak for the dumb.
No, I
myself
add
in
me
it.
too. It's
You know
more
what I mean?
than that, but that's
I always throw it at myself. That way, what do I care?
Yep. All right, Buddy, Mr. Buddy, can you please, once again, before I end the show, tell people where they can find you?
Buddy Thayer, I'm on Facebook. I'm not all that special, but yeah, I'm on Facebook. Come and find me on Facebook. You can find Ocean State Paranormal and Legit Paranormal podcasts on Facebook as well. We have our own pages. You can see all the events we're planning. Every week's guest will be a different event, so you can see each week's guest. This week's guest is Rob Goutreau. He's a medium, paranormal investigator, pet medium, yada yada, author, yada yada. You can see stuff like that. You can see shows throughout the week, what we're doing. You can see what I'm doing with my paranormal group, Ocean State Paranormal. You can see if I ever post any additional data on the page. I usually post data or evidence, if you will, depending on who you're talking to, on the page. I just haven't done it in a few investigations. It's I don't know.
Also, they can reach out to us if they have an original podcast that they're looking to.
Sorry.
If they have an original podcast and they're looking for some site to help out, maybe we can put them on later on. You know how this works. All I'm doing right now is talking about stuff that she's already done. Mm-hmm. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm talking about stuff she's already accomplished. We're trying to accomplish the ability to have just as many people, safety by numbers. You know what I mean? Like if we help you, we'll help them. Just keep piling them all on until it's something. Because around here, we're not going to compete with any existing entities that are already here. So we have to do our own thing. And by doing our own thing, that throws the gloves off. Sometimes Joey gets shirtless. Sometimes he doesn't. It depends on the party.
I will not go shirtless. I can promise you that.
Okay.
Sorry, but it's the truth. Nope.
Not shirtless. All right.
He's making notes.
You're off the list.
Yeah, I know.
The shirtless list. Joey, just you and me so far.
Apparently.
Yeah, I get it, but nope, no shirtless. It's a giggle. The first time we got a giggle.
Yeah, I know. You don't understand. I just have fun knowing these two guys. Like, they can't wait to talk to me after the show to yell and stuff like that. They get quite violent. I got to be honest. Joey and Buddy have
come on.
Taken a couple swings at me.
I don't believe that. No way.
You believe in ghosts. You don't believe in that? Come on now.
I do believe in ghosts. Buddy and I forget his other name.
Joey.
Yeah. I don't see him getting violent. No.
They're violent guys.
My face is so red right now. If the viewers could see my face, oh my God, I'm like hot flash, which it's not a real hot flash, but feels
Is it Joey? Is it because of Joey?
Yes.
No, it's a conversation. Oh, Buddy, help me.
Joey, geez, wow. That's some strong machismo from Joey. If you can make somebody's face red from that distance, I mean,
right.
Jesus.
You do know I have no issue adding all of this. This is all going up.
Yeah.
By all means, yeah. I mean, I'll...
and my listeners will love you guys.
Good.
They will.
We're the
same. We are the same. But, all right, Buddy, Mike, with no Y, and Joey, thank you so much for being on. I'll have you guys back on. I enjoyed this. I really did.
It's fun.
But why would I go by Mikey?
Buddy, Joey, Mikey. Yeah. I don't know.
So his name is Joe Britlin, but I nickname usually everybody that comes on a podcast. Jet Fuel Gene, Joey Paranormal, Buddy Money Thayer, because Buddy's already got a nickname. It was kind of tough. So we went with Buddy Money Thayer. That's just part of the fun, isn't it? Isn't it part of the fun to do stuff like that? dumb names, dumb gimmicks? Or is it all just me, guys? Is this
All right,
is this
hold on.
intervention?
So what's my nickname?
Ooh.
I'm doing a little dance. Come on. Oh, Buddy's laughing because he knows.
Wait a minute. Am I supposed to be creating a nickname for you, or do you want me to tell you what your actual nickname is?
What's my actual nickname?
Well, I'm not a medium, so I can't do that, but I can give it.
All right.
I give nicknames. I don't guess them. I can't do it.
All right. Well, you know.
How about salsa sherry?
No.
Soul.
No.
No, see, you don't want to have the nicknames that I have in my head because some of them might not be good for the.
Oh my God, my listeners would love you three. They really would.
I don't think all three, but
my legal name is Sherry Ann.
Sherry Ann, yeah.
My family calls me Sha, but the paranormal community knows me as Shay.
Shay.
Yeah.
So,
Shay Carroll. Yep.
Oh, so, how did it go from Sherry to Shay?
Well, Sherry and Sherry was just too long, and my family growing up as a baby always called me Sha, but when I spelt it S-H-E-A, so people started calling me Shay because they couldn't spell.
Stadium, yeah.
Yeah, that's how. So now, in the paranormal, I'm known as Shay Carroll.
Can I ask you a quick question? So, Sherry was too long? 2 syllables? You had to cut it down to sure?
Well, 2 R's and 2 N's, yeah. It was, but...
See, Joe, do you need the shorten Sherry? Is it that... Would you shorten Sherry?
I would if it was Cheryl.
Why? Oh, God, here we go. I am airing all of this, just so you guys know.
I only asked if you would shorten Sherry, and you come up with Cheryl?
Well, Sherry is usually short for Cheryl. It's like a nickname for Cheryl. So
hell no! No.
No one asked me about Cheryl.
It's not a Cheryl. That's your mom, dude.
No one said Cheryl. Here.
No.
Nope. You're thinking about the other podcast that we did. When the guy told me that Cheryl... We listened to a clip, and he said, it can't be Cheryl, because Cheryl is 2 syllables. And I'm like, not if you've ever been down south, because it's Cheryl. Just one. No.
Oh, my God. Oh, let me tell you, my listeners are going to love this. They really will.
I don't want to get hate mail.
Oh, I'll even ask. Give these guys a nickname. My nickname doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. It was just, my aunt was 4 years older than me, and she couldn't say my name, so it was Shasha. But when I spelt it as a teenager, it was S-H-E-A.
That's Shay.
Yeah, and so instead of being called Sha, I was called Shay. So my family calls me Sha, everybody else says Shay.
Buddy's been Buddy his whole life. His nickname Buddy his whole life.
I wonder why.
I've been King Michael since 89-90 when I started using the stage name. And I've used it for everything that I've done. So I've just been King Michael for everything I do.
So, Joey, what's yours?
Joey B. Usually it's what everyone calls me, Joey B.
Joey B.
Why do you
He's
look
getting
like Ziggy?
lower and lower in that feed.
He looks like Ziggy. Remember Ziggy from the cartoons who would just draw the nose hanging over the wall?
Yes.
That's kind of what you look like. Oh, the guy next door from Home
Alone, yeah.
Not Home Alone, the TV show with the guy.
Home Improvement. Look,
the next door neighbor from Home Improvement.
Yeah. The fence. He's like,
now,
can't see me. All right, guys. Check in soon. Thank you for listening. I will definitely have these guys back. Maybe we'll pick a subject, maybe not, because I kind of like this. It went really good. So, let's see what happens. And hopefully I'll be back in 2 weeks. And be sure to check out their show. Thank you.